This is the plaintiff, Amanda Green. She says she agreed to rent a room in the defendant's house, but when the wife returned from her upstate job, she was incredibly furious because the defendant never told her she had moved in. In fact, they got into a huge fight and she kicked him out. Then the defendant's son moved in, and he made it quite clear he wanted to sleep with her, and she decided she needed to get out of there. Now she's having one heck of a time getting her security deposit returned, so she's here suing for the $600 she's owed. This is the defendant, Roy Pert. He says the plaintiff started bringing random guys over to the house, and he would see them going in and going out of the bathroom at all times of the day and night. He decided to tell the plaintiff she needed to ask his permission before she had guys over, and the girl freaked out. She immediately told him she was leaving the very next day without any notice, and now wants a full refund? No way. He's accused of being a rotten roommate.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Ms. Green, you are suing your former landlord, Mr. Pert, for $600 that you say constitutes your security deposit that he refuses to return to you. Tell me what happened.
Hi. I went to see his place in January of last year. I left $200.
What kind of place were you renting?
It was a room in his apartment.
What kind of room?
Like
a bedroom, or you were going to...
A bedroom, yeah.
A bedroom, okay.
It was a 2-bedroom apartment. Anyhow, I came back and I left additional money for the first month's
What was so
rent.
attractive about this place? Because I can't help but notice you don't seem like likely roommates. How old are you?
I'm 23.
How old are you?
75.
Okay. So you don't really seem like likely roommates.
Right. Well, we have a mutual acquaintance, a good friend of mine, actually, and he told me about the place because...
Was the price right?
Yeah, it was reasonable.
Okay.
So when I moved in February, I moved in the 4th. I gave him, he asked for the first month and security, which would total $1,200.
Okay. So anyway, go on.
Anyhow, so I stayed there till September. I gave him a few days' notice to let him know.
How many days?
3, approximately, to let him know that I was leaving.
Uh-huh.
We had a verbal agreement about the security deposit.
Were you on a month-to-month, or were you on a year lease?
Like a month-to-month.
Okay. Was there anything in writing between you two?
No.
Okay.
Just like receipts that I had. But the verbal agreement was that once I was to leave, that I can live out the deposit, or I can just give him a couple of days' notice, and then he'll return it back to me. So there was there's a popcorn ceiling in the room. It started to break. It was leaking from the upstairs neighbor. 2 months I was there. There was no improvement, there was no repair, and it just worsened.
Okay.
So in September, I let him know that I was leaving, and he told me that, he'll speak to his wife to return my security deposit.
And then what happened?
I gave him about a month because I know she comes home about once a month. So I contacted him. He ignored me. I contacted the son for the number of his wife. He said he didn't want to get involved.
How did you know the son?
The son moved in one night.
Oh.
Just one night, I got a call from him. He left a voicemail. He said, don't be frightened, dear, but my son moved in, so you'll see him, and he was in the kitchen in the morning.
Okay. How'd that work out?
At first, he was friendly. I said hello, whatever. We spoke. Everything was platonic, but then he came on to me, and I was...
He came on to you? Like how?
He actually texted me one night, and he's just like, I want to sleep with you. And I said,
just
no.
like that? Wow, boy,
Yes.
That's a keeper. That's romantic.
Yes.
Just like that.
Yeah,
just
and he
out
would
of the blue.
tell me about his relationships with the neighbor, and I was just like, okay, well, this doesn't excite me. I'm not attracted to him whatsoever.
Okay.
So.
All right, so, Mr. Pert, why won't you return this lady's security deposit?
Your Honor, I'd just like to make an observation before I say anything, because I'm blindsided really right now. The court document, index number 240, SCB 204141, it says that, and I quote, if you're being sued as a result of a consumer transaction, you should have received the letter from the claimant demanding payment before you received this notice of claim. If you did not get such a letter, notify the court at the time of your hearing.
Yeah, that doesn't apply in your case. This isn't a consumer transaction. This is a contracts case.
I beg your pardon?
This isn't a consumer transaction. I didn't buy something at your store. This is a contracts case.
Okay.
It's a verbal lease agreement, so it doesn't apply.
Okay.
So tell me why you wouldn't return her security deposit. What are the issues?
When she moved in, Your Honor, I requested of her ID and reference because I didn't know who she was. She gave me a redacted document with the address that she was coming from, the previous landlord. It was erased. I have copies.
Okay, but then you let her in and she lived there, so why is that relevant to
Right.
returning her security deposit?
I became suspicious of her.
And yet you let her live with you.
Yes, and then so I went.
So if it didn't matter to you, why is it going to
No,
matter to me now when I'm determining whether you should return her security
yes,
deposit?
so I went to the local prison
When did you do that?
about 2 weeks after she was in. And when she gave me the redacted documents, I took them to the precinct. On the way of going, I saw a patrol car, and I stopped the officers. I said, look, I'd like to have this woman removed. And I showed them the documents.
You asked a police car to remove a tenant that you had chosen to rent to with redacted whatevers because there were redacted whatevers?
Yeah, she redacted the previous address, so I could not contact the previous landlord to see.
She was already living there.
Yes, yes.
Well, then what are you going to contact the guy for? You would do that before she moves in.
She didn't give me
Why
until.
are you keeping the security deposit?
Because she gave me 1 day's notice, Your Honor.
Okay.
I could not remove her with 1 day's notice because the
You
officers.
don't need to remove her. She was leaving.
No, I tried to. I wanted to evict her, but the
why
officer,
did you want to evict her?
because of the redacted document she gave me, I grew suspicious.
Wait.
So,
How long did she live there?
about 4 months, 5 months.
How long?
7.
7 months.
7 months.
You need to research your roommate choices.
I agree.
Okay, but I mean,
Yes.
that's, I mean, I understand that sometimes money is a abiding factor, but how much does it cost to pack your stuff again, find another place, get another, All right, so you're keeping her security deposit because she didn't give you sufficient notice.
Yes.
Okay, do you have a lease that requires notice?
Yes.
Let me see your lease. Are you even allowed to sublet?
Yes.
This is an apartment registration for you and your wife at this apartment that you've chosen to sublet. Is this rent controlled?
Yes.
You're allowed to sublet without permission? No, you're not.
I got permission.
Can I see it? Not really, right?
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, this wasn't what I asked you for. What I wanted
Yes.
was, do you have a lease with Amanda Green?
Oh,
do
no.
you have a?
No.
Oh, okay. So
what-
there's no lease that you have with her that requires her to give you notice, right?
Yeah.
So I have to resort to the law, and the law in New York City does not require a tenant to give notice when they're leaving. Okay. So now you also say that you're keeping the security deposit because she damaged the place.
Yes.
All right. Tell me about that.
Yes, the furnitures were damaged, and I had to bring in a repairman to repair everything. And
How did she damage the furniture?
The dresser, the closet, the clothes closet, and the linen closet the handles and were defaced. They were defaced.
The handles were defaced. Do you have pictures?
And I beg your pardon?
Do you have proof of the damage?
No.
Do you have proof that you had to fix the damage?
Yes.
Okay, let me see that.
I have a receipt from the repairman.
Let me see that. Was she a good tenant?
Not really.
How come? What'd she do?
I was bumping into people coming from the bathroom. I was bumping into fellas coming from the bathroom. So I called her one morning and I said, look, I don't like that. You're here alone. I'm here alone. I'm 75 years of age. I had a fall, and my wife told me to get rid of the couch and put in a bedroom set so I could have some company, because my wife comes home every month for 3 days at a time.
Wait, back up.
So-
all right, why does your wife come from somewhere else 3 days at a time?
Because she's a home health aide, and she
Somewhere else.
lives in, yes.
Okay, got it.
She lives in.
All right, and so your wife wanted you to have company?
In order to keep me safe at my age, you
Okay,
know.
but her job is not to keep you safe.
I fell and
There
broke.
was someone
I'm
living
just a
there.
company.
Right, I got it.
I fell and broke my rib, and no one was there with me. So this is why my wife explained to me that I should get a bedroom set in, and I did that. That's how she came.
So what did she rent? A bedroom set in your living room?
A bed? Yes, I turned the living room into a bedroom.
Yeah.
Right. It was the living room was closed then. It was
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was bringing in these guys coming in. I bumped into a guy one night, and I said to her the following morning, I says, you can't do that. You got to let me know when someone comes in, because you can be hurt and I can be hurt.
So the defendant owns the house. The question, can the defendant say, hey, you can't keep bringing guy after guy after guy home? Does the defendant, the landlord, have that right?
Yes, because he has his name on the contract, not hers, so it's his house and his room.
Well, but the point is that when I rent a room, am I allowed to do what I want to do? And if it means bringing home people, if I want to do that, why can't I?
Well, yeah, I think she can. Like she
can?
Yeah, she's paying to be there.
Fair enough. You're going to be the tiebreaker.
Oh God, I don't think if she didn't have a lease, then.
Well, no, she has a lease. She's allowed to live in the place. But if the lease says nothing about how many guys you can bring in, can she bring in as many as she wants?
No, it's the owner's home, and she has the right to make whatever ridiculous rules that she wants to. And if she wants to live in peace, then so be it.
Yeah, there are two landlords here. This is a mess going inside the courtroom.
Do you have any evidence of how the furniture looked when she moved in 9 months earlier?
Yes.
And then do you have any pictures of how she damaged it?
This was the living room closet.
The answer is no to that, right? You don't have pictures of how she damaged it, correct?
No.
So how am I going to see that she damaged it? All right. This is just a handwritten note. You could have written this outside before you walked in. It's on a piece of school paper that says, I received $350 for painting furniture. I mean, you know.
Yes, but that's a receipt I got from the gentleman who fixed the place, yes.
Did you scratch up the furniture?
I did not. I have pictures, actually.
Oh, do you do?
And a witness statement of the person that helped me move in and moved out.
Okay. And let me see the pictures.
The pictures is on my phone. I have pictures of the damage to the ceiling, and I also have pictures of...
Do you have pictures of the furniture?
Of the furniture, yeah.
What's this about? What's with this leak in the ceiling?
That was repaired.
How long was it there?
About a week and a half.
2 months.
Why would this furniture looks perfect in here? And these are pictures that she took by the time that she really wanted to move, because she was already starting to take evidence pictures of the ceiling and stuff. So why did you have to paint this, and why did she have to? Do you just not want to return her money because you spent it?
Your Honor, I text her and told her why.
Let me tell you, look at that. She has pictures of all the furniture, and it's perfect.
Yes, but they were damaged, Your Honor.
Well, why don't you prove it was damaged? Because I'm looking at them, and they don't look damaged. And this is when she's moving.
And I repaired them.
You know what? Let me tell you something, Mr. Pert. If you want to be a landlord, you got to act the same way and give the same respect to a tenant's rights that you want your landlord to give to you. Because I'm sure you'd be complaining if your landlord treated you this way. Verdict for the plaintiff, $600.
Thank you.
So the defendant comes out into the hallway here after losing this case. You tried to keep that security deposit, and you weren't entitled to it.
Yes, I'm entitled to it because she gave me 1 day's notice and came out.
You tried to come up with some trickeration to keep it.
No, she gave me 1 day's notice, and that wasn't fair.
That's the law in New York. Only 1 day's notice is all you need in New York City.
So says you. Okay.
No, that's yeah. Well, what happened in there? What's with the redacted document and the all these things? You made him uncomfortable.
Well, I didn't give him my social security number. I thought that was normal. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who were these boys coming in and out of the place there?
There were no one coming in and out of the place.
What's he talking about there?
He's lying. He's clearly been shown to be a liar.
Really?
Yes.
All right, so you found a better place to live?
I did.
And everything is...
Great. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Don't run from him.
I mean, here's the reality. Bringing guys home is not against the law. And as long as she rents the apartment and there are no rules prohibiting it, I think she can do whatever she wants. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.